Hello. Oh, I know I was back yesterday, but this really feels like coming back. First of all, just get this out of the way, and also because before I forget, thank you very much, Nutter, for resubscribing for 22 months total. That's a lot of months. Goodness gracious. Um, right. So, where the hell have I been? Neater. I didn't say neater. I did not say neater. No way. I probably. Thank you. Okay. So, where the hell have I been? Short answer is I've been sick. Basically all of April. Um I have been afflicted by some sort of virus that didn't feel like it lasted super long, but it left me with a terrible cough. And I know Mamie, aka Pion Pion Dice, was afflicted with something similar. I think it was just this really nasty viral cold. Um, I don't know what it was, but I'm still dealing with it. So I might be coughing every now and then. I'll try not to get them on mic, but it might happen. Also, I'll probably be avoiding doing any games right now where I do a lot of reading. My throat gets scratchy really right now, but I do want to get back to streaming. Uh, I say because I'm then going away for a week, so you know. But at least I can say I did stream. Mike is cutting out a bit. Okay, well I've plugged it back in. Let's see if that fixed it, or maybe it was because I'm not like Uh, maybe it's because I'm not talking into it and my noise gate is too aggressive. Who can say? How do I filter? Um, uh, okay, cool. I've turned down the noise filter a little, noise gate a little bit. Ugh, hopefully it's not picking up like ambient sounds. I God, I feel like I haven't. Oh yeah, there's like no, there's like nothing picking up on the microphone. Cool. Well, at least according to this visualization. Anyway, so I've been sick for all of April, and before that, I wasn't doing great in March. Um, so I basically went from like a enforced mental health break to uh, not being able to stream even if I wanted to because of the illness. So yeah, I've been basically gone for 2 months, and that's the reason why. But we're back today with a game that came out in playtest on April 25th, I think. Uh, and it's called Omega Phoenix Commenced Operation 6. I'm not ever going to call it that again. I'm going to call it Omega Phoenix, I guess. Um, this is a game that I think, if I remember correctly, this is one of the games that was announced pre Armored Core 6. Um, when it looked like we weren't going to get an Armored Core 6 anytime soon. Hence the Project 6 in the name. But this game is going to release into a post Armored Core 6 world, so we'll see how well it goes. Hope you recover fully soon, or fully recover soon, Soroka. Thanks, next. I appreciate it. Also, I also forgot to say hello to Ocean there, and also Corey. That should be everyone, unless anyone's lurking. Anyway, there's not a lot of options to adjust the graphics, uh, and nothing I can do from the main menu. I did like quickly launch the game and skip the first cutscene just to make sure that my uh I could like adjust some of the mission, some of the things, but we'll see how well it streams because there's even after that when I got into gameplay there was not a lot of graphics tweaking I could do. Anyway, that's enough chatting. Let's sit back and watch the introduction. Do we want to initialize the progress data? Sure.
なるほど、操縦適性は高いらしいな。犯罪歴は特になしか。なんだってこんなところに。まあいいわ。さっきも言ったが、非正規パイロットがこの大陸に来たら祖国には二度と戻れないぞ。機密保持のためだ。家族や友人、恋人にも二度と会えない。別れの挨拶は済ましたか？こいつがイカルスの搭乗許可証だ。コールサインは C か。ようこそアトランティスへ。
ここまでで大丈夫だ。援護に感謝する。こちらレッドキャスター。ルートを外れたドローンタイプがそちらの作戦領域に接近しています。作戦領域に到達次第排除してください。
こちらスターライダー、了解した。俺は西側で迎撃する。ここは新入りに任せる。
了解スターライダー。迎撃地点をマークします。
何かあったらすぐに呼んでくれ。
レッドキャスターからシーカーへ。あなたは今回が初陣でしたね。接敵する前に訓練も兼ねてイカルスの動作チェックをお願いします。
Not having a
各部バランサー正常に作動を確認。続いてスラスターの確認をお願いします。
not having an animation for when you turn around is very funny. Our poor Francer.
出力正常。ダッシュブーストの動作チェックもお願いします。ダッシュブースト正常に作動。各関節の負荷も正常値。イカルス戦闘起動可能を確認。
回避、攻撃、両方にダッシュブーストは有効だ。常に高い速度を維持するのが生き残るためのコツだぜ。
ドローンタイプが作戦領域に侵入しました。迎撃をお願いします。
I can't quick boost chain. Whoops. Aiming. No hard lock-on is available for Icarus. Attacks are only effective when the orange exit reticle appears. Stay within optimal range and keep the target perfectly centered in your crosshairs. Left bumper, right bumper, Y for shoulder equipment, and X for left shoulder. Okay. I keep trying to quick boost chain.
敵が侵入しています。排除をお願いします。
空中戦はイカルスの基本だ。早く慣れることだな。まあ、俺もあまり慣れてないが。
反重力装置をカットすることで一時的に落下速度を上げられます。状況に応じて使用してください。
Oh, I just hold it down. Okay.
Approaching enemy.
敵はメガリスタイプと断定。非常に強力な個体です。回避を最優先してください。
While Icarus is powerful, its durability is relatively low. Continuous use of the dash boost is essential. Maintain high speed to evade incoming attacks.
メガリス、深部にしかいないはずじゃ。
レッドキャスターからスターライダーへ。シーカーと協力してメガリスタイプを撃破してください。
いや無理無理、メガリスと戦ったことなんかないし、俺じゃ足手まといだ。
シーカーだけでは負担が大きすぎます。2機でか乱すれば集中砲火は避けられます。それにシーカーが撃破されれば次はあなたの番かと。
畜生、行くよ。待ってろシーカー。
シーカー、増援到着まで回避に専念してください。レッドキャスターから第7機動救難隊へ。エリア B23 で救難捜索が発生する可能性あり、即応態勢での待機を要請します。
こちら第7機動救難隊トライデント。了解した。即応態勢で待機する。
目標消失。どうやらかなり損傷していたようです。しかしなぜあのようなものがここに。
Oh, did Redcaster even show up?
周辺に敵影なし。任務完了。シーカー、お疲れ様です。
Okay.
アトランティス大陸。数世紀前に発見されて以来、人類の侵入を拒み続けている未開の地。強力な自律兵器フェロクスが徘徊する大陸の最深部に到達した者は誰もいない。フェロクスは得体が知れない。彼らがいつ人類に牙を向くかもわからない。人類はフェロクスを大陸に留めるため、国際未踏査地区監視機構 IUM を設立した。どの国にも属さない超国家的組織。 IUM はアトランティスの技術を解析し、人型探査機イカルスを建造した。軍事転用を恐れ極秘裏に開発された人類史上初の人型探査機。圧倒的な性能を持つ一方で、全てが手探りの中進められたプロジェクトでは、多くのテストパイロットの命が失われた。今では多額の報酬で雇われた非正規パイロットの方が多いようだが、彼らのおかげでフェロクスの拡散は防がれている。アトランティスは遠い土地の出来事。多くの人々はフェロクスが明日侵略してくるなどとは夢にも思わないだろう。だがアトランティスでは今、ゆっくりとだが確実に何かが変わろうとしていた。
See, Milo, this is what happens when you don't make the Atlantis episode. Also, is this... The part about humanity coming together and making like a perimeter around a mysterious area filled with drones. It's very Daemon Ex Machina, isn't it? The new Icarus has been delivered to the garage. Customization has been unlocked. You can purchase new weapons and frames in the shop and equip them in the garage. Stop purchasing a weapon for your left hand to upgrade Icarus. Okay. Close with escape. That's apparently the only button I can use to close it with. Apologies for coughing again. Alright, left hand. Gatling gun would probably make us too heavy. We don't have melee weapons? We need to play... Nix, you still haven't played Armored Core 6? You still haven't played Armored Core 6? What the heck? Oh, we do have... Oh, that's interesting. Actually, I guess that was the other frame we got. Wow. A paperweight, but it weighs significantly less. Consumes a little bit more energy, but weighs a lot less. You know what? Whatever. Okay, so body is... No, wait, no, body isn't arms and... Okay, you just don't customize individual arms. Alright, we gotta paint it. Never played any of the AC games. Well, 6 is a good one to start with. I want to swap B and C, actually. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah! We can change the weapon color, too. Yeah, the screenshot had, like, yellow-orange bands around the weapon, which is pretty cool. What is that, like, the inner bands? I'll keep that black. And maybe make that a little bit lighter. Okay, looks good to me. Whoop. Yeah. Duel. VR Duel. Oh, Star Rider. Star Rider is a veteran pilot who operates along the coast. He has absolutely no desire for promotion, and since his main duty is guarding the rest of the safety coast area, he only equips the bare minimum armaments. Sea of Clouds. Let's fight in a city. Is it just gonna roll me out? It's... it can be, tricky. I will 100% admit. But I think as long as you learn that, like, slowly building up stagger, and then like, going for, like, a big, like, attack is how you dish out the damage in Armored Core 6, I'm sure you'll be fine. Destroyed. Mission complete. Okay. Well, our new Icarus is going well. I think the mechs are called Icarus, is like how Armored Core mechs are Armored Cores. Next mission. Oh, I think control or...
ミッション開始。付近のフェロクスをすべて排
I think I have to be careful with my mute button.
スターライダー了解。そのこの前は悪かった。正直戦いに向いてないんだ俺。ここに来たのは借金返済のためでさ。ギターで食っていこうと思って家を飛び出したんだが、気づいたら借金まみれで。職業支援センターに行ったらここを紹介されたんだ。幸いなぜか操縦適性はめちゃくちゃ高かったからな。問題は俺に戦闘のセンスがなかったってことだ。
They didn't teach me about it, but yeah, we can hit head and over boost by pressing in the A button.
PHENEX の排除を確認。次の地点に向かってください。
手際がいいなあんた。ここに来る前に言われたかもしれないが、アトランティスに来たら最後、二度と祖国には帰れない。だが例外もある。正規パイロットになることだ。俺たち非正規パイロットはガタの来たパーツを使わされて死ぬまでこいつらの駆除をさせられるが、正規パイロットはピカピカの新品を使えるし、ある程度の自由が認められる。監視はつくが祖国にも帰れるし、稼いだ金も好きに使える。俺たちみたいにパーツ代に消えるだけじゃないんだ。いいよな。正規パイロットになるにはとにかく戦果を上げることだ。上から利用価値があると認められれば、めでたく正規パイロットの仲間入りってわけだ。
It was in a casket, same.
Approaching enemy.
Shield. Consumes gauge to nullify damage while active. Deploying exactly upon impact triggers a just guard, 0 gauge cost, crucial against warning alert attacks. Gauge depletion causes defenseless break state. Retract frequently to let it recharge. Interesting.
フェロクスの排除を確認。次のエリアに向かってください。ちなみに正規パイロットになるには内陸部の管轄で一定期間の活動が必要です。それまでにしっかり経験を積んでおくことをお勧めします。
そうそう、いるんだよな。早く正規になりたくて内陸部に転勤したがるやつ。内陸部はヤバい敵や未確認機がうじゃうじゃいるし、新人は1週間生き残れたらいい方らしいぞ。内陸部で欠員が出ると急に沿岸部から招集されることもあるらしいからな。だから正直ビビってるんだよ。俺もいつか招集されるんじゃないかってな。
ある程度実力のあるパイロットから選出されますので、あなたはあまり怖がらなくても大丈夫ですよ。
そうなのか。それを聞いて安心したわ。
Where do you think you're going?
今バカにされた？
Also, you know what? I'm so cringe. I forgot. Haha! I have this whole thing.
えます。輸送機を捜索してください。
スターライダー了解。戦闘よりは得意分野だ。
What kind of guitar do you think Star Rider plays? Oh. Red smoke. Bet he plays an acoustic electric. Seems like the kind of guy.
Approaching enemy. Ah, fuck. Realizing this radar doesn't actually work.
救難部隊を向かわせます。被害状況の報告を。
病院は無事だ。だが積み荷が盗まれた。盗まれた？バンディットだ。まんまとはめられたよ。あいつら輸送中のイカルスを盗んできやがった。
了解しました。詳しい状況は後ほど確認させていただきます。まずは無事で何よりです。レッドキャスターから各機へ任務完了。救難部隊が到着次第帰還シーケンスを発動します。お疲れ様でした。
スターライダー了解。しかしバンディットがこんなところにも出てくるとはな。
Mission complete. There I go. Okay, so you get a base pay and score bonus, which I assume is based on completion time and enemies destroyed. But it looks like you don't have to pay for repairs, which is pretty nice. Tuning! While Icarus parts have minimal performance differences, they are heavily influenced by tune. Purchasing tuning parts at the shop and equip them in the garage. Parts must be equipped within your cost limit. What? Ah, okay. So it says cost limit. Oh no, never mind, costs. So what's my costs? I have 20 cost, okay. I want more energy capacity pretty badly. Increase upward thrust? Yeah, why not? Oh, I can buy SMGs. Which do what exactly? Sorry. Faster firing interval, less overall ammo capacity. That's unfortunate. But they also weigh about half as much, which is just pretty good. Okay. Shotgun. Grenade cannon. Be careful when using it at close range. Understood. I'm pretty happy with our current loadout, I think. I know we'll want to... Actually, you know what? Right hand unit. Oh, okay, good. So I could get magazine side and firing interval. Ammo increase. Both good things. What would I want? Bullet speed would actually be pretty hot. It's my bullet speed. Okay. Let's go ahead and start up the next mission.
今回の任務は先日バンディットに奪取されたイカルスの捜索です。バンディットとは我々から離反したイカルスのパイロットとそれに便乗した者たちのことを指します。動機は様々でしょうが、大方ここでの生活に耐えられなくなり、イカルスを使って手当たり次第物資を略奪したり、祖国に帰ろうとしたりしている者が大半です。まあ、ここに来るのは高い報酬目当てで信念も何もないような人間ばかりですので、無理もないでしょう。ちなみに、バンディットは対イカルス戦専門の特戦隊、ソルナイトにより迅速に始末されます。あなたも変な気は起こさぬよう。話を戻します。盗まれたイカルスの行方ですが、先遣隊により輸送機が襲撃された場所の付近にバンディットのアジトが確認されています。おそらくイカルスはそこに運び込まれたものと思われます。強襲部隊を派遣し、アジトを制圧、イカルスの奪還を行いますので、あなたには強襲部隊の援護をお願いします。今回はアジト付近のバンディットを始末するために特戦隊が同行します。対イカルス戦になった場合は彼らが始末しますのでご安心を。
Gotta question the whole, like, yeah, you know, they want to return home, and they can't because we don't let them. I feel like that's maybe we could stand to do something about that, but okay. Maybe we could stop them from turning into bandits if we just let them go home, but okay, alright. So, do you think we're gonna have to fight Soul Knight at some point, or do you think they're all going to get wiped out to, like, show how powerful the enemy faction is? Or maybe it'll depend on the ending if this game has multiple endings. I'm gonna say that they're all gonna get wiped out.
Master online. Assist in combat mode.
ミッション開始。強襲部隊を援護してください。特戦部隊のソルナイト2だ。付近でバンディットが確認された。私はバンディットを始末する。援護はそこの素人に任せる。
おいおい、話が違うだろ。護衛はイカルス2機って聞いてたぞ。
特戦隊は独自に判断して行動する。それに特戦隊についてはそこのオペレーターが一番詳しいはずだろ。今はレッドキャスターだったか。そこの素人も一応イカルスだ。通常兵器ぐらいなんとかなるだろ。
たく、あいつら自分のことしか考えてねえ。だからイカルスのパイロットは嫌いなんだ。大丈夫なんですか？知るか。敵がたくさんいないのを祈るしかねえよ。そいつ素人らしいからな。
There doesn't seem to be much happening in the base right now.
バンディットのアジトに到着したな。妙に静かだな。対空砲も動いてないみたいっすね。待ち伏せに気をつけろ。よし、降りろ。行け行け行け。
反応を
Approaching
確認
enemy.
There we go.
数は大量のフェロクスを確認。シーカー、直ちに迎撃態勢を。レッドキャスターからソルナイト2へ直ちに援護を要請します。指定しネガティブ。すでにバンディットと交戦中だ。ソルナイトはバンディットの始末が最優先だ。そこの素人が引きつけろ。その間に逃がせばいいだろ。
簡単に言いやがって。マークされてたんだよ、ここは。こんなたくさん。マークってなんすか？フェロクスはマークしたエリアに執着する。エリアに入ったやつを徹底的に排除するんだ。マークする条件はよく分かってないが、それでバンディットは丸ごとここを放棄したんだろうな。
シーカー、一時的に戦闘評価システムを許可します。戦果を上げて機体性能を強化してください。
Combat evaluation system. Performance of the Icarus is strictly limited to prevent an individual from possessing too much power. What? However, pilots who achieve a certain level of success on the battlefield are granted temporary limiter release. Defeat enemies to release your limiters. Okay. Sometimes a lot of drones. I think we're going to be fighting other Icarus at some point, but we'll find out when.
そうやって過剰な力をすぐに与えるからバンディットみたいな連中が増えるんだ。あなたが来てくれればそれで済むんですがね、イザベラ。まあ、お手並み拝見だな。
Overdrive gauge? Or AP overtime, sure.
Approaching enemy. Overdrive ready for startup.
Activation temporarily disengages limiters and restores ammo. Charge the gauge via enemy kills, missiles, interceptions, and just guards. Play it strategically when it matters most. Okay. Hi, Replicant. Thanks so much for the resub for 34 months. My goodness, that is a lot of months. Decreased overdrive accumulation rate, I guess.
そちらはまだ生きてるか？こちらは3人殺した。あと2人殺したらそちらへ向かおう。こいつらまるで歯応えがない。
Alright, we're going Trans Am.
次々落としてますよ。やっぱイカルスってすごいっすね。あいつがすげえんだよ。あんな風に戦える奴はそうそういない。
Increase overdrive acquisition rate, I guess.
Approaching enemy.
Oh god, what is happening to the sound effects? Why are they getting so crunchy? What the fuck is happening? Oh. Never mind, it was just my focus right. Sorry to worry all of you, I guess. I'm hoping that wasn't coming out through on stream.
Overdrive ready for startup.
Oh, it does not like how many sound effects are being overlaid, that's why. Increased overdrive accumulation rate. Oh, this game is not fun. Oh, I'm going to look forward to kicking your face in. We got ourselves a new Icarus available for purchase. That looks like a pretty solid midweight. Oh, we got two. That looks like maybe a little chunkier. Oh no, never mind. Those are some spindly-ass legs. That is definitely a lightweight. Whoops. Chop. No new weapons to buy. Oh, okay, we don't have to buy the... That's honestly kind of funny. Maybe this is just a beta thing. The Aquila is heavier, and the Orca is even heavier. That's the Aquila. Got a fun design on it, at least. Really thin arms. Okay, so it is a middleweight, but it's just... the one I said that was a... The one I said was a... heavyweight might actually be... Nope, it's pretty solidly a midweight. Only with close combat blades. Okay, so I should be able to get close combats. Let's fight them in order. Mosquito Rango. Currently the lowest ranked pilot, he specializes in clinging to enemies like a mosquito while blasting them with a shotgun. He prides himself on believing that only those who can handle highly maneuverable craft are true Icarus pilots, and he despises heavily equipped Icarus units, though it is hard to say he handles them well himself. He's so right, though. The mouthy pilot becomes a bandit, or the player becomes a bandit. I feel like for some reason you're gonna need to fight her. I'm guessing like she wants to uphold the order, and it turns out the order sucks. Game is doing terrible. And my aims. Dreadnought, piloted by Buccaneer. An Icarus loaded with heavy armaments. He excels at relentless mid-range fire, but has poor mobility. His win rate is not high. Okay.
Master Armand. In combat mode.
I don't know what it is about this game, but it's making my poor focus rate work overtime. And it just completely shut off. Well, at least it. Oh god. Yeah, I mean this is an open beta, but I don't think I've ever had a game make my focus rate this mad. Like, again. Yeah, there's no option for sampling or anything. Could try turning down the number of audio or the sampling rate of my focus rate, but I feel like that's can turn it down to 440. That's it. I can turn down the buffer size. Can't hear anything now. You can still hear stuff, so I'm assuming it's still working on your end. Did not like that, though. What did I have it set for? 128? 96, probably. Might be well past time for me to sleep. Just a little bit. Hope you have a good rest of the stream. Thanks, Nick. I hope you have a good night. Whatever's left of it, at least. A pilot who controls an extreme craft equipped with only close combat blades. He always carries 2 katanas. Despite high mobility and powerful weapons, he often loses simply because he cannot close the distance. But he doesn't care at all, a self-proclaimed ninja. That's very funny, honestly. Also, these environments are a little bland.
In combat mode.
Yeah, this is the very first game that I've had since getting this focus right that will just shut off. This is very funny. Ouch! He did actually hit me and take off like half my health. But it's okay. Through the power of dual assault, anything is possible. Okay, I think we'll give this one more mission, but I am getting very tired of having to unplug and replug my Focusrite, and so far I'm not impressed by the AI in any of the games. Enemy Icarus AI. I know that they're scheduled, like they're kind of like said to be dumb, but I don't know. I'm just kind of hoping for them to put up a little bit more of a fight. We'll see though.
今回の任務は引き続き奪取されたイカルスの奪還です。前回制圧したアジトからイカルスの受け渡し地点と日時が判明しました。受け渡し地点を襲撃しイカルスを確保してください。今回もソルナイトが同行します。敵イカルスが現れた際は彼らが始末してくれるでしょう。
Here we go.
Master unlocked. System combat mode.
ミッション開始。
Approaching
輸
enemy.
送中のイカルスを確保。やむを得ない場合は破壊してください。こちらソルナイト2。私は増援のイカルスを捜索する。雑魚は任せたぞ。そこそこ数がいるようだが、お前なら造作もないだろう。なんでここがバレてんだよ、クソ。前のアジトの奴らのせいだ。あいつら計画表は全部燃やしたとか適当抜けしやがって。後でぶっ殺してやる。
It's a weird thing to point.
Approaching enemy.
殺しに躊躇がねえ。ここはまだバレてないようだが。お前ら、スミスさんに届けるまで絶対守り抜けよ。これは最新型のイカルスだ。
My hot take is that I kind of wish the shield dissipated. Like the shield gauge slowly started to run out if you have it active. Because I feel like otherwise, right now at least, there's really no reason to just leave it on all the time until it starts to get really low and then pop it back after you recharge.
こいつを抱えたままくたばってたまるか。おいおい、なんでもいい。重機の免許持ってるか。いえ、普通自動車免許しか。よし、お前これに乗ってあのイカルスぶち殺してこい。いや、無理無理無理無理無理無理無理。ガタガタ抜かしたとここでぶち殺すぞ。
Overdrive ready for startup.
Trans Am to run away. Let my shield recharge. Back at it. Honestly, I would have rather had... I know it wouldn't be under the thumb, but I would reach shield buttons on my feet or something if you want me to just guard rapidly. Because clicking in the stick is a really good way to wear it.
どうするんすかこれ無理っすよ絶対無理っすよ落ち着けそいつは最新型だ負けるわけがない
奪取されたイカルスを確認稼働状態にありますやむを得ませんイカルスを撃破してください
AI がオートでいろいろやってくれるんだこれリーダーこれいけるかもしんないっすよリーダー
See ya, nerd.
新たな敵影を確認
そいつは俺が乗る予定だったんだがやってくれたな憂さ晴らしだ死んでくれ特戦隊くそなんでこんなところに素人相手とはいえ新型相手によく生き残った隊長にも報告しておこう
Thanks. Okay, am I feeling like continuing? I'm a little weirded out that I still don't have access to melee weapons, like, they obviously exist because there's an enemy Icarus that's armed with them, but I can't use them, which feels weird. I think if I quit, I don't get to keep any of my progress, but I think I'll keep an eye out on this one. But this is definitely an open beta, and it is definitely... definitely still needs work. How am I feeling about it so far? I feel like the chaffed enemies are a little too easy. Although saying that, like, I mean, I know an Armored Core 6 kind of just tear through stuff, but... I don't know how I feel. It's just, okay, let's just straight up exit the game, and I probably don't get my save file. But overall, pretty neat. Excited to see that this game is still being developed. It's not coming out until 2027, so hopefully they fix the... Hopefully they fix the whole, like, destroying my audio by then. That would be nice. Is my audio just, like, completely gone? That would be really funny, wouldn't it? Trying to, like, load up a YouTube video to see if I... Oh, thank God, okay. Good news. It did not destroy my focus right. Yeah, I think just the fact that, like, I either had to play in complete silence or plug it back in and listen to the sample rate slowly die until it was just ear splitting in my ears. But I like what they've done so far. But I think just like anything else, and especially I know this game was, I think, started development before Armored Core 6 was announced, but like it's very interesting with mech games living that have to live in a post Armored Core 6 world, and like what do you have to do to like make it different enough that like, because you can't live up quality wise to Armored Core 6. Like that's not a knock against any of these games. It's just a simple matter of like you don't have FromSoft's budget. So I don't know. Hi Fizz, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We've stopped playing it for now because it's not behaving well with my audio device, but I'm happy that I got a chance to playtest this, and I really do hope that they fix this audio thing. Because like I've said before, this is really the first game I've ever had where it just overwhelms my audio interface until it died. But no, I don't know. So sorry, this one's gonna be a bit on the shorter end. My throat is hurting too. I'm so glad I didn't put any reading stream. So I think we'll take it easy for returns, but just know that I'm happy to be back. So tomorrow, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time / 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we'll be playing some more Halo 3 ODST with Netta. Getting back to that, which I think we basically haven't played since our birthday. It's over 2 months ago. Yippee. Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time / 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we'll be playing some Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. I don't have anything planned for Monday at this point, but depending on how I feel, I might do something special. We will see. It really kind of just depends on how well my lung capacity and throat hold up after a week stream. There's just something I've been wanting to do, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's yet the time to try and do it, or if my phone is going to really hate me. Anyway, go ahead and send you off to somebody who's live, who's real, who's doing something interesting. You know, it has been... You know what, have I ever raided into Kelly? I'm pretty sure I've raided Kelly once, but let's do it again. Here's our raid message. You can unlock these emotes with your channel points if you're not subscribed, otherwise feel free to say stroke raid, let our raid token know that being supported. That is all I have for you tonight. I will see you back here tomorrow for Halo 3 with Netta. Until then, take care and be good to yourselves. Good night.